A couple of shots on the basket in the offseason become an intense set of drills at the blow of a whistle. The UNCG men's basketball season is off to a great start, with head coach Wes Miller entering his first full season after taking over last year on an interim basis. Miller guided the Spartans to an 11-11 record, being named the Southern Conference Coach of the Year. Wes Miller is not only excited about leading the program, but also values the rising spirit on campus.
I think it feels great. I mean, that's what we want is people. We want to engage UNCG. We want to engage the student body first and foremost. And I think there's a different buzz this fall than there's been the last two falls that I've been here. I hope the way we play and the way we carry ourselves continues to engage this university. And I hope that basketball can be one thing. And I know there's lots of things around campus that really makes people proud to be a UNCG student and to be a Spartan. And I think that's something that we have to do better across the whole university is be proud of who we are.
That attitude not only changed campus atmosphere, but most importantly the team, as junior guard Drew Parker describes.
It was definitely different last year because midseason changed, and it was kind of hard to adjust at first, but once we bought in, it was good. But as in having us the head this year, like from the get-go, it's definitely been a change of culture. It's been a change of culture. It's more of a serious type culture, but at the same time, with more family-oriented.
Parker adds that this family-oriented culture altered how the Spartans execute plays on the court.
We're really going to get up and play this year. Like, we get up and go, out of fast break type stuff. We're going to push it out people's throat. And we're going to lock up on the defensive end. Not really pressing anything, like really solid, hard man-to-man defense. Coach Bridges, we work on that every day, guarding the ball, type stuff. We really improved in that area. And other than that, look out for us, man. We're ready.
Being ready is one thing, but the hard work that goes into the season is another, says Coach Miller.
This is a really bought-in group. I think we all experienced some things last year that brought us together, especially the upperclassmen. I don't think that's going to change because now I'm in a permanent role. I think it's important to me that the upperclassmen and the rest of the guys and myself are all on the same page. I think that's what happens with really good basketball teams. But I think to get where we want to go, we also have to realize we have a lot of work to do.
With a great starting lineup and leader Travis Simpson being named one of the top 5 players in the league according to CBS, the UNCG men's basketball team is solid.
I'm one of the leaders on the team, but I feel like this team has at least 12 guys that can be considered leaders. All of us have an input. All of us know the game, and so I feel like once everybody can see the game and help the man beside him, we're going to be that much better. You rely on one or two guys, sometimes you can crumble.
Simpson says the UNCG men's basketball team is quickly adapting to Wes Miller's game without much difficulty.
It hasn't been hard to adjust to his style of play because he lets us go. We're a team full of athletes, and all we want to do is get it off the board and go. And so he lets us do that. So the adjustment isn't that bad. And as for chemistry, I think we were going to get chemistry anyway because we have juniors and seniors on this team. And so anytime you have a team with juniors and seniors and some good sophomores and freshmen, you're going to be okay.
This season, the Spartans' schedule features several ESPN3 games to include Virginia Tech, Wake Forest, and Davidson, and a national televised ESPNU game against NC State. The team has taken full advantage of this media opportunity, explains Simpson.
These televised games, they get us going because we feel like, okay, we finally got a chance to be on TV. But these are some good teams that we're going up against, and we know they can play. And so we feel like if we can come into some of these televised games and get a win, that'll look good for us looking forward going into the NCAA tournament. And so as for me individually, every game is the same to me. Whether it's televised or it's one person in the gym, it's an opposing team, and so let's strap up.
The UNCG men's basketball season tips off at High Point on November 9th and hosts Winston-Salem State November 12th at the Greensboro Coliseum.